Hi guys, I'm Uncle Richie.
Yo, what up? JMoney's back.
And this is C10. And you're listening to the Uncle's Podcast.
Okay. Oh, guys. I'm so excited because the man himself is back. JMoney in the building. How are you, brother?
Bro, really good. It's been a while, hey, actually. When was the last time we recorded? Like 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah, bro. I think it's
a
a
month.
month because before you went to PNG.
Yeah, so I went to PNG 1 month ago, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's would have been a month ago in actual date, 30 days, I reckon. So long time, but you did a couple of good episodes. One with Muffy last week.
Yeah, bro. That was
really good.
Really good one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
'Cause obviously went to high school with him and
Yeah.
it was just nice to bit of a catch up as well. Sitting
Yeah.
down, having a conversation with an old friend, and it was really nice.
Yeah, nice. He seems to all the experiences that you were saying, 70 odd Super Rugby games, to get to that professional level, that's pretty decent. And then talked about his challenges, coming to Naji, where he's a small fish in a big pond.
Yeah, bro.
That was a good analogy he used, because you got so many people coming from PNG, Southeast inner Queensland, Western Queensland, up north. Yeah, so quite a different, atmosphere, not atmosphere, but environment compared to what you would experience in primary school. So yeah, but good episode. Learn a few things about him, which was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and shout out to him for hopping on.
Yeah.
The uncles. Yeah, bro. Thank you very much from us. But bro, before you left, we started a little weekly thing, which to be honest, we forgot to keep we forgot to keep going. But it was JMoney's idea. He started it. I really liked it, and now we're gonna bring it back. So kickstart us off, bro.
Yeah, bro. My uncle's word of the week is efficiency.
Oof.
Talk about a lot. We talk so much about this AI and all this chat GTP and all of these things, about how we can make our lives better. And I've been using a lot of that in my work and things that I do. Obviously you still need that human element, but that also ties back into my personal life, finding efficiencies in the way you can do things. That's been a big word for me this week, just incrementally improving how I do things at home, 1%, little 1% is making sure that you're prepping your meals and then you don't have to cook for the week, or things like that, where you can find ways to do things a little bit better. And that's why I think efficiency is the word of the week for me. It's just, finding little things that we can do that helps us improve our lives day to day. Not just, at work, but personal life. What about yourself?
Oh, bro, I really like that word, and just reflecting. I think that's my word.
Yeah.
Word of the week, but it ties into efficiency a lot, because lately, especially after not drinking for 6 months, I've been doing a lot of reflecting and just looking back. Now that I've got a bit of time and you don't drink, you just sort of think about what makes you tick. If you have a bad day, you reflect a little bit and say, why was I a bit angry at work in the morning? Or maybe it's because you slept in that little bit longer and you delayed your time to leave to get to work.
True.
And looking back, it's those little things that, you might not notice, but that takes away from you being efficient at work. So reflecting has been a big thing. And ties in perfectly with your word of efficiency there.
Let's go. I think that's it's been such a thing for us to kind of, also with the way that we're producing content from an uncle's perspective too as well. Over the last couple of weeks, we've had some really good solid guests on, Richard Pendia the couple of weeks before too as well, and also we had Manu or Emmanuel Kitty.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah. We speaking of him, actually, bro, on my way to PNG, I was on the same plane as him.
Hey.
It was so funny. He rocked up a little bit late too as well. Like we flew on Air New Guinea to go back home, and he rocks up and he's wearing his hat and stuff. And I saw him, and I don't think he saw me because he was obviously trying to put his luggage away in the overhead cabins and take a seat in his designated sitting area. And then when he was sitting down and I looked across there, I was like, hey, Manu, like, how are you, bro? And then, he was on his way to Leh. He had a wedding to go to, which, his brothers, I think. So,
wow.
It was good to him. When we got landed in Port Moresby, we had a chat at the luggage area and he was like, bro, I got to go and check in for my flight to get to Leh. Because when we got to POM, he had his flight to take off to go to Leh on the same day.
Oh,
and then, funnily enough, we came back on the same day, but I came in on the Air New Guinea flight, and he came back on the Qantas flight in the afternoon.
Wow. And that was the first time you met him? Yeah?
Oh, no. I knew him at uni.
That's right.
Yeah. When we were finished, like, we played UQ Pacifica games.
Yeah.
And then he was playing for Griffiths, and I was at QT.
Yeah.
And then, Varsity games, sorry. Yeah, and then we met him there, and then kept in contact with him early on when he was trying to get a job at BCM. And, obviously, like, chatted to him about applying and things like that, and sort of met him there. And then I think he's just a reflection of like hard work, perseverance, and just like dedicated to it. Like he's definitely like his faith's strong, and I know God's blessed him in many ways to like give him such a good life that he has now. And I know he obviously knows that, but good bloke, top bloke. So
top bloke.
Good bloke. It was funny to see him on the latest.
Because he wouldn't have known. Like you guys met earlier, but then obviously we started the uncles, and then all of it just sort of connected again because he knew Charles from Griffith, and then I met him through Richie Pandia. It's crazy how small the PNG community 100%. Is here in Brisbane.
100%, man.
Yeah, bro. So speaking of PNG, the last episode I did with you was the Origin Game 2 preview.
Yeah.
And then a couple of days after that, you jet set it off back to Moresby, bro. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, it was really good, bro, actually. With Game 2, I would have loved to watch it back home, but we left the day after on the Thursday. But I was able to win some money on the Origin, which is good.
JMoney sent his bet slip.
I didn't give the tips. I should have given the tips. But I had Latrell and Toro, which was good. But PNG was really good, bro. I think, would have loved to have gone on that Origin night just because, it's so different when you watch Origin back home with people, because the day after I got, everyone was like saying you should have had people in Moresby. They were just like screaming, like everyone was saying holy Moses, because Moses just Game 2 just
holy Moses.
It just
classic PNG.
It just parted the red maroon sea. That's what everyone was saying. But it was really good, bro. We went back there because my brother's wife had some like a headstone to do for her parents.
Yep.
And in PNG culture, like doing the headstone from your respective province, whether you're from the islands or the New Guinea Islands or the Highlands, it's a significant part of PNG culture because it pays homage and respect as the last thing you do for people. It's a thing, also a sign of respect, and it goes back, a tradition where we have people that come in and help. In PNG, people forget that not many people have life insurance, right? So whenever there's a house cry or when someone dies, we refer to it in PNG as house cry and things like that. People always come in and help and contribute money. And I think similar to a headstone process, people always contribute by bringing food. And where my brother's wife's from is she's from the Kairuku sort of district, I guess you would say, because it's not a province, it sits on the central. But in Kairuku, she's from the her mom and dad are from Waima and Kivori. So
shout out Waima people.
Yeah. So you had two different cultures, even though they're from the same part of central province in Kairuku. Like they had different, like Waima people do things differently to Kiwari people, and I think it was just so when we went back, it was good to see that cultural side where people brought food to distribute and say thank you, and the headstone process went really well. The unveiling of the headstone, where on Saturday I flew up on Thursday, on Saturday we had that, which was really good. Good to also see family that you don't see a lot of, despite the nature of the circumstance, the thing about death is they always bring people together, even though you haven't seen them, and which is sometimes, when you're mourning and stuff like that. And obviously this wasn't a death. It happened a long time ago, but, in similar sort of circumstance there where you have, people come together, and it's good to see that. And, so they obviously did a feast to celebrate the unveiling of the headstone, and with that feast there's also part where you distribute food to people to thank them for their work when I guess the death had occurred, or when the helping of people doing the headstone, and because obviously you have to lay the tiles down and then put the unveiling of the things across the headstones too as well, so it takes a lot of work. I think thanking the people that helped out, and obviously so it was good. Good to kind of go back and see that part, and and then also good to see family too as well. I hadn't been back to POM in 5 years. Obviously time. COVID and stuff, and it was good to go back to Tokarara, which is the suburb that I grew up in, and it was just good to just see how simple life is, and just good to see also people that I haven't seen in 5 years, where they've got kids now and they've changed and have so it was really good. Good experience to kind of go, first of all, do the headstone unveiling, which was really good, went really well, went as expected, but also good to see family as well.
And how was Port Moresby?
Bro, it's changed. Obviously at Talks now. Before, when I was a kid growing up there used to be a TSD, or a supermarket chain.
What, didn't it burn down?
It got burned down, bro. And I remember as a kid when I was 10, we were rushing to get Coke and stuff, but I was too young, so I probably went in and they were kicking me out. Older people went in and got alcohol, tea shakes, Coke, bro, so many things, biscuits, and then but it burnt down, and then nothing had happened for about 20 not 20 years, probably I would say probably around about 20 years actually. Or 15 odd years, and then they build a Tango. I think Tangos are becoming more popular. It's another supermarket chain too as well. So, but it was just so good because it was right next to our place, so we could just go and get biscuit or anything, snacks. Now or Arrow biscuit, bro. Arrow biscuit. But I haven't had. There's this biscuit in PNG called Arrow biscuit, and it's the best thing. The chicken flavored ones, bro. With a cup of tea, it hits different, man. It's just so good. Or even a can of Coke.
What's the round ones? The cup of tea biscuit, huh?
No.
It's a pink and white package.
Arrow.
They were sweet though.
So no, yes. Yeah, it was called Oros.
Yeah?
Oros, because they're chocolate flavors, and the pink packet. Oro. Oro.
They were
so good, man.
Yeah.
They slap.
Yeah, man. And obviously you were sending through some videos to us, and talk us through your highway journey, because obviously you made a few stops along the way. So talk us through your journey along the Hiritano.
Right, it was actually so good because I haven't been on the highway since I was in grade 9.
Wow, that long ago.
Yeah, so that's more than 15 years or 11. I don't know, it's just a while. So everyone, for people's context, 600 is the name of the truck that goes down from Port Moresby to my village, and they go on the Hiritano Highway. So whenever, you'll notice Xavier Coates always says 600 on his posts. They plays for Melbourne Storm, So he's so that's the route. And then my brother's lucky enough that he has a PM, the highway truck 600. We were able to use his car to go down to the village. But we didn't go to my village or go all the way to like Shapehara, which is the stop where you go and get a dinghy to go to my village, Lefuru.
Wow.
We only went to like the Yule Island turn-off. But even going on the highway, we left pretty early.
Yeah.
We left at like 4:30 in the morning.
You packed the PNG.
Bro, everyone on the like all the boys just wanted to get on. Like, all my cousins, they were like, "Let's go!" Like, so we left pretty early.
We'll get on psych up.
Everyone's just G'd up to go. Like they had like people that chewing betel nut, like just to, like because that's how like PNG people. A lot of them like chew betel nut as their coffee because it's that heat, you know, that heat that gets them going. And they had. So we left pretty early, but we got to 9 Mile, did a stop there, and then there was not many stores open because it was quite early in the morning. But there's a stop at like Sabusa, which is one of the villages along the Hiritano Highway where there's like people that sell coffee, so you could just get a cup of tea or biscuits or anything like that. Yeah. And then the roads do get a little bit rough because there's so many potholes, but after that. You get to the Brown River and then Laloki and then everything's just smooth sailing. Yeah. On our way, we actually came past this place called CJ. It's like named after this lady called Kathy Johnson. Hey. And he, this Indian fella or like Bangladeshi, I can't remember, but the guys were explaining to me that he's married these two sisters. And then one's Kathy, that's why he's called Kathy Johnson or something, because it's named after one of the ladies or something like that. Hey. So that's the name, and all the PMBs stop there.
He married two sisters. Yeah. What is going on, guys? If someone knows the story, can you let us know in the comments, please?
But we went past there, and it was just, bro, like, there's another village called Wama. Yeah. I'm sure you'd know because it's on the way down. But they've got like Catholic school there. Like driving past, then like it was early morning too as well, so the sun's rising and just beautiful. Like so many coconuts, a lot of greenery. Yeah. The thing that I always remember, and when I used to travel when I was young with my mum and dad, was like the rubber plantation. And then I think the name of the place is like Dora
Dora Plantation. There's Dora 1, Dora 2. I think.
And then there's a police stop there that all the PNBs make sure that they get their cars checked.
There's been a lot of like all my cousins tell me about all the times where they'd go through there and police search their car. Rosin boy.
Yes.
Boy come.
Otherwise you have to,
any alcohol case. SP Cotton come. Oh shit.
But yeah, it was just like so many of the memories because what I also learned was like every day like when they get this sap from the rubber, they weigh out the sap and I think obviously and then they collect all the sap and then they sell it to people every day and then they like I don't know how much they charge a kilo but that's how they make their money. And everywhere you go you could just see the black containers where they've got the rubber the trees there and then they just sap the trees and then all the rubber comes the sap comes out and then that's how they distribute to all over the world. I think like Asia outside like subcontinent even like India and places like that too as well and then even here I think too as well. So but it was just good seeing that again and then we went to the Yule Island turn-off but we didn't go to Yule Island because obviously you have to get a dinghy or to get across but we went to Nabua which is a village just further inland from the point where people go across to Yule Island. But it was really good, man. Where there's the turn-off like not many cars go through there so we picked up a few kids and the families to drop them off because that walk, man, if you don't have a car it's about a 10-hour walk. That's how like they were carrying coconut bags too as well, man. And then like that's how like for me like seeing that just like really humbled me because I think we often forget that like we have it so lucky that we can want to go to Coles which is like 2 minutes away. We get in the car and go there. Like people, these two kids, man, they were no older than like 15 or 20. They like had a 20 kg or 10 kg coconut bag and they just got dropped off at that like the Yule Island turn-off and then they were waiting to get picked up and lucky we came by. Otherwise they would have needed to ask someone else or walked Well, yeah, that walk. Someone that we were actually on the highway with, my brother, his wife, the younger brother. He does teaching at Nabua or like in the villages near there, and he says he's walked that road from Nabua to the Hiritano Highway, turn off for Yulal, and it's like a good like 8-7 hour walk because the roads are also like it's hot, like the sun's so hot, like you got to have a break every now and then. But yeah, it was just interesting to hear like that part of too as well, and it picked up another family that also needed to go to this other village too as well. So yeah, but it was just really good because we stopped everywhere. Just like Yulan's beautiful. I hope we went there. I wish we could one day to go there because it's just hearing like everyone was saying it's like the beach is actually quite beautiful. Like it just reminds them of like some of the Pacific islands that are like
Yeah, bro. We gotta take you there.
Yeah, because you've been there, hey?
Yeah, I've been there twice and went to Paradise Beach.
Yeah, Paradise Beach. That's what everyone was saying.
You just think it's like
Hawaii.
I don't know, Maldives or something.
Bro, that's the thing. Like a part of this, another reason why this podcast started was just like telling stories like this about how like diverse PNG is in terms of one aspect there, but then there's also like the place is so beautiful. Like people are just so happy. Like those two kids were like, you couldn't even tell that they were just like, obviously people have their own struggles and they don't show it, but they like genuinely just like everyone lives day to day kind of thing, and like they don't worry about future. Sometimes that's also another detriment with our country is we're so focused on like the day to day. We're so laid back. It's like we're laying down. Like that.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
But like it's just, and then that's another. Yeah, and that's why everyone just lives day to day. That sometimes they forget to think about the future, which is why I think another element of why sometimes the issues that we're having. But then also that's a positive is like we live a carefree life. Everyone, as long as you've got a food and roof over your head, like you're happy, you're content with that too as well. So such a catch-22, but yeah, even just going back and seeing how simple the lives is. And when we got to Nabua, like my brother's wife, the cousins were there. They welcomed us. Like had all of this fish that we had. We had plantain, smoked fish, bro.
Oh, bro, that's the best.
We had plantain, like banana, like cooked banana. It was just so good, like coconut. And then we went to a beach, which I shot a little bit in the reel. But yeah, I got heaps of videos there too as well. And then we stayed for an hour and a bit, and then we had to get some of the people to take them back to PNG on the highway truck. And then so we also took a few like garden food from the village, and then a couple of pigs too as well to take back, which was like obviously in PNG culture pigs are so significant because they're also like people as a sign of thank you they always get like some part of the pig and things like that. So yeah, it was really really interesting to kind of see do that. And like we went to them because what happened was the village in Nabua, because there was a king tide that came in like a couple of years ago, it pushed a lot of the people out, so they went further inland. And that's the same in, obviously that's why like you notice like climate change is such a big thing in the Pacific region, because a lot of the villages, this big king tides that are coming in, they're pushing people out and they're moving further inland. And obviously like they find their own way to live, and they do garden and they do all of these things and live off the land, but the impact that it's having is like they have to rebuild again. Like there's so much history that's lost because it's getting washed away. Like people's graveyards are also getting washed away too as well. So so they did the same. And then it's even the same in my village, Lelafiru, like the old village, or there's like 3 different villages that the people have moved to now because obviously king tide and wiped it down. But yeah, it was interesting to also hear that. But yeah, I've never been there before, and it was just so good. And yeah, Rachel had a good time too as well. She was like, because we haven't been on the highway, and that was her first time on the highway, and
that would have been an experience.
Yeah, exactly.
For her in itself.
Yeah, because we stopped at Agevaru, which is another
the station.
Agevaru station. Before it used to be a Shell petrol station, but now it's gone to something else because like some people bought it out, or you get the scone there. They used to have the best food.
All the markets are on there. Corn, burnt corn, everything. Oh man.
Oh,
So good.
no, it was so good. But yeah, honestly, just reflecting on the trip now, it was just I need to go back more often. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I need to go back often. Like I think 5 years was just too much. Like in between time, and I think when I do have kids, it's just like in showing that part of their culture, they always go back and know. Because I think it's also another thing that since coming back, like I've also complained less because I'm just like even that video that we shared on the uncles thing where people were watching like rugby league off one screen,
bro.
like we'll reshare it again here, but it's just it goes to show like that's on the street that I was living in, and not many people have access to TV, and the only reason why they could watch it was they bought like a top card and they had data, and then they could watch like stream the NRL, and there was 20 people watching it off like a small iPhone screen, not even like 12 inches or something.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and even little kids, and that's what we know growing up. Hey, like you see the small kids in the video, like they were like the next day they went and played a touch game, and I took a video of that. Like, like that's the thing about PNGs. Like every kid, they watch rugby league the next day, and I'm same here, obviously, but and they were playing touch at the back, and it's like I was recording them playing touch because they live right next to us too as well. So it was just good, like just seeing them like what even not having a TV but still like having access to rugby league, and that's why hopefully one day when we get to a place where we can fully have an NRL team, like that's another thing, because the passion's there. Like everyone loves rugby league. It's just about having the right people at the right places that can obviously first of all like nurture the talent properly and obviously have a good development, and then secondly ensure that there's structured processes there that don't allow us to stray away from what the end goal is to play in the NRL. So I think the deal's confirmed from what we hear. Like
I saw an article that they will be the next team, but then there's also been other articles where Perth Bears, which is the North Sydney Bears, are gonna be in Perth. I don't know how that works, but it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, the funds, Aussie government have already
600 mil, man.
The funds, 600 ways. No, that's awesome, bro. I wanted to ask you as well, like what would be one highlight and one low light?
I think the lowlights, the mozzies. There's so many of them
at night,
bro.
In the village, bro. Ooh, you just get attacked.
And like we left before because we only spent like a day in the village, but that would have been really worse. But even where we were staying in Tox, like we lived behind like this drain, and then when it just like when it gets to dark, so then what people do is they get like coconut husk, and then they burn the coconut husk, and then the smoke from the coconut husk just naturally puts away. And obviously we have coil and mosquito nets and spray. But the highlight was definitely like going back to Tox and seeing all the kids that I grew up with. They all have like families now, or some of them are married. And then just seeing family, like my other brother lives there, and then we also because when I came down here, I came with my brother and his kids, but they've adopted me into their family, so it's just like they're like like I'm the eldest in that family, but then when legally, but biologically like I've got two brothers that live in Port Moresby, and then I live with one here. So, but it was good to see those other two. One's a Broncos fan, and he was so salty that the Broncos had lost six in a row, bro. But then good to see them win on the weekend. But we were there watching the Warriors on that Saturday. And bro, the Warriors like beat the Broncos, and he was so salty. But it was just good to see them. So I think seeing family would be the highlight. I think that's the thing. Like even though we live so far away from Moresby, and we like get so focused on our day-to-day life, like going back just levels us, because like we get to see our extended immediate family. Like you'd have the same with your mum and dad, and like just seeing them, that's the connection that we have to the country. And I think through that, like it's still a big part of who we are, is the family and the bloodline, So I think always like going back and seeing that. And I think that's why not seeing them for 5 years was just like way too long. So I think making sure that, I go back every year and then seeing them, and also, like also seeing Moresby, like just seeing how simple life is. It's just, truly humbling. And I think that's why, another reason why I need to go back more, just to ground myself and level myself more, because I think, we sometimes forget that we have such a great life here that we take it for granted too often.
Yeah, bro, for sure. And man, I'm really excited that you vlogged a bit of
yes, hopefully the
your
content's
trip as
alright.
well.
We'll see. Yeah,
Like I'm really keen to show everyone, because I think it's gonna be some great a great insight into your trip, and give some of our Aussie listeners
exactly
a view of what PNG is like. We put up a few snippets already, but man, this one's gonna be good.
It was, another funny thing was, we were also in the highway truck, and then everyone was just like, they saw Rachel in the highway truck with her, and then they were just so confused. And we were like, she's from Gulf. She's like 600. Yes, bro. It was just so funny. Like, even people were like, it's just so good to kind of go back and like just live like. Obviously, people could tell that when we don't naturally live there. Obviously, even the way we speak Pidgin, like obviously we don't do it every day consistently, so the accent changes too as well. And but can't wait to show people, because we were on the highway truck. That's how we were able to get around. Like, but then there were times when the highway truck had to do runs to the village. Yep. So, and then even that business itself, bro, like the driver that we had was just so good, man. Like, some of the roads that he was never getting to get to Nabua, bro, this guy can drive,
He
man.
He
knows, man. Like, even coming on there was one part where there was a bridge. Yeah. And literally, I think it was like 6 or 7 inches, and there was the drop off to the deep, like, bitumen. And I was like, and this guy had like so many people in the truck too as well. And like, you just knew what he was doing, man. Like,
it's a skill in itself.
It is a skill in itself. And then, obviously, and then also going on the bumpy roads too as well. Like, you got to make sure you can't damage the car when there's not a lot of load. But I think they say when they pack the car up and have all the bit on that, all the passengers, it distributes the weight evenly. So it's easier to, you don't feel the bump as much.
And I feel like they travel up and down the highway. They know every pothole, bro. They know the one pothole's coming out.
Yes, sir. But it was just, really, really good. Like, hopefully, like, the vlog, we took so many content of just, like, even people, like, marketing on the side of the road, or, like, the bus thing. Like, that was funny.
That was really good.
And then, even, like, just some of the shopping center. Like, there's a new shopping center now next to Vision City.
Yeah.
Park View or something. Park View, yeah. Yeah, we went there, and it's just like, so different. Like, I mean, it's good to see the country developing slowly and introducing this thing, but some of the things were expensive too as well. Like
way overpriced.
Yeah, like obviously, like, we understand, like, cost of living's not just impacting us; it's impacting everywhere in the world.
Oh yeah.
So, and obviously, even with PNG, like, so many people are like employed some minimum. Bro, I found out minimum wage is only 3 kina. That's about like $1.30. And my cousin, like, it was just like
security guards. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, it's tough.
So tough. But everyone's happy if they chew a bit of nut and smoke. That's all that. People that little things, hey.
Yeah, that's.
But it was good. Like, can't wait to show the vlog. I think it'd just be keen to see what, like, the content we pull out of it and showcase a little bit of, because we tried to just take just to show everyone, like, just how life is like, because I think that's part of the podcast as well, is like promoting PNG in a way that people can see it for what it is, which is beautiful. Like, so many nice people, like, everyone's waving, and people that you don't know, like, you're recording, they're like, hey. But it was good,
man. That's what I think about some days, is like us as the uncles. It'd be good if like 3 of us went back and we just did a trip of like just going out into public and talking to people. Like on the street, just with the mic, just interviewing them, just asking them questions.
Giving them some chocolate or something.
Bro.
Thank you for jumping.
And it could be anything, like
100.
Just handing out uncle's shirts
100%, man.
Chatting to people on the ground, who are living through things there at the moment, and I think maybe next year.
Yeah.
That would be a good.
I'll have to tee that out. That'd be
If we
sick.
just do just a weekend or
Sure.
or a long weekend.
A
and
long weekend, yeah.
Uncles get there. We can interview some people as well, because I know there's lots of studios. I saw on LinkedIn the other day there was this like an entertainment company, and they were hiring out their like they had a podcasting studio.
Yeah.
It's like 50 kina for 1 hour. You can go and record in there. I was like, fuck, that's so
sick.
good, man.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many people that are doing great things. I see lots of like videographers, filmers that are making their own way.
Jerry.
Oh, bro,
his content's fire.
he's elite. Like he'd be probably top now in PNG.
yeah.
But there are like 5, 6 that are right behind him.
Yeah. There's a few guys, that are,
that are doing really well for themselves. So, like, I see there's a real big opportunity in the sort of creative space, you know, the space we're trying to be in, and, you know, there's opportunities to collaborate. I know there are other podcasts too that are doing well, and they follow us, we follow them, and like, it's really good to see. But thanks, bro.
No worries, bro. Yeah, it was a good trip, man. Like, yeah, I'm always like, when you come back, it's like there's a down period where, like, obviously, because in PNG, another thing too as well is there's so many people on the street.
Yeah,
like here we don't really get out and talk to our neighbors as much. Like, you know, everyone just lives their own life and so private in that sense. Whereas PNG, I doubt that there's even a word privacy in talk fishing. No, but
it's not.
No, but yeah, everyone. That's another thing too as well, which I was just like coming back and just being by myself. Like every night I'd go up to the street, say hi to someone. Like, there'll be a market there. You'll buy buai, or you'll buy like snacks or Coke or something like that, and then your family's there, and you'll talk to them, and and then coming back, it's just like everyone gets to their day-to-day life, and then like and I think that's another thing. PNG people are so like outgoing. Like, I don't know. There's something, everyone's so people oriented because we just are naturally like a house that you grow up with has more than 10 people living in there. So you naturally lend to be a people person or something like that, because it's just like, you know what I mean? Like there's
you're always drawn to a group of people. You gravitate towards it. It's just in our DNA.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So but it was good. Good trip. Really enjoyed it. So yeah.
No, thanks, bro. I'm keen for this vlog.
Yes, sir. Let's Oj.
And I hope you guys are all keen for this vlog too, because it's gonna be awesome.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, till next time.
Yeah. Hey, out.